Oh man, we even got a receipt in here still. Damn. Hey guys, this is Vincent from Naked and Famous Denim here with another fade review. We will be doing the night sky. This is what it starts like. This is what it should end like, depending what you do with your life. Let's get into it. So this was worn by our resident fader, Julian, the guy who had done the Workforce, who had done a couple other pairs, including the most notable one being the Elephant 13 red core, I believe it was. Oh man, we even got a receipt in here still. Damn. So this is the night sky. It starts like this. It's an 11-ounce Japanese selvage, pale blue, like vintage blue, with a black weft and a really, really cool selvage line here. You can see really a lot of contrast on the selvage compared to the weft here. And then when it's really, really faded, you'll see that kind of blends in a little bit more, and I'll show you right now. So here we go. So we're gonna start with the back here. As always, this is the full view, right? Back. This is the full view of the front. So like I said, we'll start with the back here. Right here. All right, let's get into it. Put this one side by side so we can just get a little bit of an idea. So here we are. We have the patch. We can see that because this is a lighter jean, and Julian made the terrible mistake of soaking his jeans. And I mean, like, he left them in the washer for several hours. I was there. The dye started to leak out of the patch, kind of getting onto the fabric just below here. We can see that the patch has really been worn and has gotten quite a nice patina here from his belt. So he has the 7mm belt, our thick belt, which he kind of has cinched all the way up, because when he's doing construction, he can't have his pants like sagging or any of that. He's got to be able to move all the time. And so we can see where the waistband kind of touches the back of the patch is where a lot of that wear is, and even like right here. And on the other side, there's like a bunch up fabric, so we can see that's causing this interesting pattern here on the patch. If we slide down, fairly even fades in the seat, except we got a little bit of a breakage here, a little rippage in the like crotch area. If we slide down, the honeycombs aren't super prevalent, but they're there. You can see a little bit, a couple striations of like cream, brown, but it's not super, super crazy. But when we slide down, moving down to the hem here, we can see a lot of those stacking fades going on. So these are a little too long for June. These are 34 inches. So what ended up happening is when he's wearing them on his boots at work, they're scrunched up like that. We can see that there's cuts from fabric, cuts on the fabric from wood. He was saying nails, X-Acto blades for when they cut certain things. They just like toss these X-Acto blades, which is crazy. They've picked up this kind of like a dusty fade is the best way to put it. It's not white, it's not really brown, it's just beige, kind of, it's just sawdust. The man's a carpenter, so you know, what can you expect, right? But very, very high contrast, especially for something that is a lighter blue. High contrast is not something that happens often. Then when we switch to the front, this is kind of where the magic happens. We can see what the appeal is. I would say this is one of the most hyped releases coming this season. Let me spread it out here. So, just for comparison, right here. You can see the massive difference. These were worn for 2 months, believe it or not. Insane, insane, insane. We didn't even have time to repair it. He just faded it so fast that we went to repair it, and Garrett had decided that this is good to go, right? So here we go to the front. We're seeing that these fades are now very, very prevalent. Even thigh fades on the lap here or the thighs. We got the little bit of distressing going on. There's a lot of dust in here. And you can see that with every rip and every tear, we get that weft coming through, that black weft that we're featuring and that is talked about on the live stream or in the product video. When the jeans distress, that's what ends up showing. Gives it a bit of like a darker tone when it fades. It should be super, super light. The jeans still fade from blue to white, but we got that black undertone. You can even see it a little bit here. Now this isn't the dirt. This is just like some of the fabric legitimately wearing away, and you can see that there's a little bit of a black spot here. If we slide down to the other side, on the knees, we can see that fades to white here, and then this one broke completely, and that black just pops out. Really a cool contrast, in my opinion, for a fade. Not something we do often is the indigo by black. Then we slide down. We have those stacking fades once again, even hitting on the inseam here. Not much railroading, or train tracks, sorry, whatever you care to say it. Not much, but you can see even that selvage line. Still very, very high contrast on this pair here. You think there'd be a lot to say, but there really isn't much to say. Mind you, this didn't pick up too much, or it picked up enough character for 2 months. But yeah, this was the night sky. I like it, really. I'm not a big fan of the lighter color pairs, but I do think that this is probably one of the best releases out of the whole season. Really, really cool. Everyone should pick it up. And hopefully you can fade them to here. A little bit cleaner, of course, but you'll get there. So it ends like this, starts like this really, really beautiful pair here. You really can't go wrong with a pair like this, especially stuff in the light blue. 11 ounce, really, really good for the summer, guys. Back, front, back, front. I'm Vincent with Naked and Famous Denim. That's another fade review. Take care. Like and subscribe.